Providing rides to more than 33,000 students across the state, the Hawaii Department of Education's call for bus drivers is now louder than ever.
We turn to our live reporter this morning, KITV4's Aaron Coogan, who's live in Kapolei. Now, Aaron, some of the efforts to try and beat the driver shortage for this upcoming school year are already underway.
Yeah, good morning to you, Leo Maleko. Well, this shortage is felt nationwide, and they're taking action here with the Hawaii Department of Education and with ground transport. It's the reason I'm joined with Emily Evans this morning. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. You're the administrator of student transportation, so you've been seeing how the students are affected firsthand by these shortages.
Yes, I've talked to many parents who are extremely frustrated because there just aren't enough seats to get their kids to school. So we need a lot of bus drivers.
And of course, we are talking about how this is a nationwide problem, but here specifically, we have such a great need still.
We do. We're 85 drivers short in the state, particularly on the Big Island and here on Oahu.
And so that's why you guys are taking, tangible steps to prepare for this upcoming school year. You guys are having this driving event, calling all residents to come down, to test their hand out on one of these big buses, especially if they have a love for kids and stuff. Let's talk about that event coming up on Saturday.
Yes, Saturday, Kapolei High School, 9 to 2, 21 years old, bring a valid driver's license and sign a waiver. And that's all you need to test drive a school bus. And it's really it's not scary. And we encourage everyone who's ever thought about it to give it a go.
This shortage exacerbated by the pandemic, as we recover in all different forms of schooling and in life, what does that look like in terms of getting kids back to school, in-person learning? How critical is, just getting them to school, to the recovery process, to education?
It's a huge piece of it, and school bus driving is a huge piece of equal opportunity for education, and it's statistically the safest way to get to school. It also helps with traffic congestion, so it's a huge piece of us creating that environment to get as many kids to school as possible.
Of course, you said that need 85 drivers, and people can get hired on the spot on Saturday. That's super exciting.
Yeah, they can apply and do interviews right then and there.
And then just, in terms of what we saw last year, we had to consolidate routes. We had to, cancel some of the rides just because there was that shortage. In recovering and from your point of view, what happens this year if we can't fill those spots?
We are hopeful that we don't have to cancel any more routes, but we will continue to see consolidations. We try to keep grade levels separate, for example, but you might see middle schools riding with high schools just because we're trying to pack in as many students as we can.
Emily Evans with the Hawaii Department of Education. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Obviously, we're going to hang out here in Kapolei all morning long, give you more details on that event coming up on Saturday. For now, reporting live, Aaron Coogan, KITV4 Island News.